Hey y'all, are you ready for a reading? Let's get into it. So, the song that really keeps popping through my head right now is from the new Moana movie, which is like Who You're Meant to Be. I think that's how it goes. I've only seen it the once, but who you're meant to be, and not only who you're meant to be, but who you're meant to be with is kind of the theme that's really coming through here. So there really kind of seems like there's like a rebuilding after a loss. So this could be for some people, it's going to be about a relationship itself. And what they're bringing through right now is it's about connection. So it could be connection like romantic connection, but this also could be connections like in a wider friend circle or in a community or in a family. And it's almost like there's a rebuilding going on. And that's because you've made some big changes, right? That's what they're bringing through. It's like who you're meant to be. So you're becoming more of who you're meant to be. And it means that some of the people that you used to be with simply are not a fit anymore. And so there's a real a reckoning almost that's going on in your life of who is supposed to be in your life and who is not supposed to be in life. And Spirit's kind of bringing through that they're like kind of helping that out on the other side, because it might be kind of hard for you to let go of people and to let go of relationships or situations. You might have really good vibes or feelings or memories from these relationships, but they're just simply not a match anymore. And there's also a sense of being scared, because if you give up these connections, these relationships, is there anything better for you out there? Some of these connections, especially in like friend circles, is feeling like it's been ongoing for a really long time. So you might be really entrenched in that energy and really entrenched in those friendships or those connections or relationships. And Spirit's like, it just does, it's not an energetic match anymore. But they are trying to maneuver you into a position where you're going to be able to really make the connections that you're supposed to be making, really have those people in your life that you're supposed to have in your life. So you've got Three of Pentacles and regeneration coming out here, which is just such a beautiful visual of building and renewing and regenerating parts of yourself. So again, for some of you, this is maybe friendships, family relationships, actual romantic relationships are kind of falling apart and disintegrating. For some of you, it could be that you're really just wanting to make friends, be part of a social circle, maybe take the first steps towards finding a relationship or a soulmate person. So whatever this looks like for you, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. And so this is all about building, right? Just about this beautiful like statue is kind of what they're really bringing through here, that's being built. And it's work, right? It's going to take a little bit of work on your part, and it's like they're bringing through like pruning, right? There's a pruning process that's going through right now, so that you can actually, like, after that prune, the tree comes back even more beautiful, even stronger. And that's what you're going to be coming back with too. It's just stronger relationships, more beautiful relationships. Now, there is a tendency to maybe go towards the things that glitter, right? You've got all that glitters as well as Knight of Cups coming out, both of them reversed, both of them in a protection message. So all that glitters isn't gold. Now, we all know this, but we still like to move towards the shiny things, the pretty things, the things that look nice. But there's not going to be a lot of fulfillment in that for you. And what they're really bringing through is that it feels too good to be true. It feels too good to be true. And often that is an illusion or it's a mirage. And when we get a little bit closer, those things disappear. So beware of the tendency to kind of really move towards things that glitter and that look like gold, because often it's tarnished underneath is kind of what they're bringing through right now. There's often tarnishment, a different energy that doesn't match the outside energy on the inside. So they really want to make sure that you're not being fooled by people, is what they're saying right now, that you're not being taken in and fooled by people. So really use your discernment, right? And discernment is a big part of this reading. So you've got why as well as Knight of Swords. So you've got two knights coming out here, right? So the first Knight was the Knight of Cups that was reversed. So be careful of chasing after things that will empty your cup, that will not fulfill you. What you want to do is you want to be smart about things, right? You want to have like a more logical approach and a less emotional approach to further relationships. Again, this could be romantic, this could be social, this could be a family connection. Whatever it is for you, be a little bit more discerning is what they're saying, right? Why do you want the things that you want? Do you want more friendships? Do you want a romantic partner? And like really kind of dig into the whys behind it, because there's a sense of like the real why is lying behind what you think you want, right? So it might be that, like, for instance, if you left someone left you and you really wanted to get back with that person, is it because you really want to get back with that person, or is it because you want to be the one to walk away? You want to be the one to have the last word. So there's this real need for discernment around like, what is it that you want, right? And that even goes to other people. Like, if other people show up to you in a certain way, is this what you want in your life? Is this something that you're willing to tolerate, or is it something that's going to lead to complications down the road, disappointment down the road? And so it's this real feeling of maybe you let people in too early or too often in the past, and needing to be a little bit more discerning and have a little bit more boundary about who can access your energy, who's worth accessing your energy. And then you've got Orphan as well as Justice coming out, and I promise this reading gets better. But Orphan is all about just not really knowing where your place is, knowing who your people are. And again, there's this call for like balance and discernment. We're really doing some self-reflection into why that hasn't worked out in the past, right? And I'm willing to bet that part of that was because you allowed people into your life and into your space that probably didn't deserve to be there, that maybe weren't worthy of having that space given to them. And so it really left you with this hole, this void of always feeling like you've got to take care of other people, or you've always got to bend yourself into these weird shapes to get people to like you. But it's like, it was almost like you chose the wrong people, and that's a good thing, right? Don't take that bad. That is a good thing, because now you know what you want to choose. So don't think of it as like failed past relationships. That was an experiment and you didn't like that shit, and we're not going to take it anymore. Okay, so just look at it like that. Don't ever look at it like a negative. Think of it as a positive, right? Now you know what you want and what you don't want, and it's time to really do that self-reflection so that you know that going forward, right? So that you won't be taken in by people again. And at the end of all of that self-discernment and those boundaries, which I know are so hard, you're going to end up with this beautiful community, these beautiful connections is what Spirit's bringing through. Beautiful romantic connection, beautiful social connections, a real community. So you've got community as well as the lovers coming out together. And I can't think of a better ending to this reading, because it's like what you want is possible and it's out there, but there's this sense that you have to create it. Again, this is going to be a little bit of work on your part with this Three of Pentacles coming out. You have to actually create it, but it's there, right? It's there, and it's through choosing the right people, because the Lovers is also about choice. It's about choosing the right people to allow into your space, and it might take you longer to make new friends. Like, say you're moving to a new place, you're moving to a new location. It might take you a little longer to make friends when you're a little bit more discerning, but they're going to be the friendships that you really want. And the same with the relationship. It might take you a little bit longer to sift through the like fool's gold to get to the real stuff, but it's going to be more authentic, and it's going to be a stronger connection at the end of it. All right, I'm going to leave this here. This is beautiful. If you have been seeking building a new relationship, a new sense of community, a new sense of place for yourself, remember you have done a lot of work on yourself, and you are essentially like a new person, and Spirit is going to be helping you maneuver the right people into your life so that you can have this beautiful community that you love. All right. If you'd like to book a reading, you can check the link in my bio. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.